Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex. Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject target. And the tyrants who established it. Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
That's one of the subjects.
Our seekers are secure.
Just a sound barrier, she can see us.
We programmed your security systems to neutralize threats to
What do you think she'll do?
Which one is it?
D03.
I didn't get a chance to read the file.
Inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed.
Maybe we should leave.
Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Not with the security grid malfunctioning. We're fine right here.
Order be praised.
Let's hope she has a sense of humor.
Watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
You've already seen the lab, so I guess it won't hurt anything for you to install a few biomods. You'll be needing them. The canisters will transfer seed populations of nanites into subregions of your body. You will need to configure each subpopulation for a specific skill. For instance, the actin drivers in your legs can either increase your speed or quiet your footsteps, not both.
It's a little late for a seminar on my biomod architecture.
The Tarsus program may be unconventional, but trust me, we take care of our trainees.
The people attacking Tarsus, are they the ones responsible for Chicago? What's going on?
The Order is an intolerant cult. They hate multinational corporations and the private security forces that protect them.
Which means me.
Exactly. But I don't think they were involved with Chicago. They're a worldwide organization, not a band of terrorists.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Many organizations would like to see us fail. That's perhaps all I should say for now.
Why should I trust someone who spies on me in my own apartment?
We keep our operations secret for a reason, Alex. Don't expect a full debriefing while you're still in danger of being captured. Now install your biomods and get out of there.
Neutralize threats to our cause. We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific... experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus. And the tyrants who established it. Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you.
Well done. Enjoy. Even though they run on normal energy cells, your systems are far more efficient than the standard piezo-chem architecture. Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code, 3445.
Programmed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause. Rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment.
Well done. Enjoy. Even though they run on normal energy cells, your systems are far more efficient than the standard piezochem architecture. Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code, 3445.
We have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause. We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it. Order be praised. May Her Holiness watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility. Of this facility. Of this facility. Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
The terrorists reprogrammed our security, and that turret up there means business. So we're trapped because the order's out there, taking down scientists.
There's gotta be some way to outsmart a camera.
If you can sneak past the camera or take it out with EMP, you'll be fine. As soon as that camera catches sight of a target, the turret opens fire.
Sounds easy enough. Do you want to follow me through?
I'm not willing to take that risk, but you guys are trained for that sort of thing. I'm just supposed to be quietly observing students and taking notes from behind the glass. Hopefully backup will show up soon and rescue me, but you don't have that luxury. You cannot let yourself be captured.
Okay, have it your way.
Seekers closing in, and our own security system turned against us. We're trapped.
We have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Trust me, Tarsus has a strict policy against voyeuristic behavior by our researchers. Your living quarters were observed only to ensure that our graduates show no behavioral abnormalities after the biomod infusion procedure.
Order be... Praised. May her holiness watch over and guide you. Programmed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Nothing to worry about now.
You must be the captain who goes down with the ship.
In a manner of speaking. We won't hand our research over to fanatics, not without a fight.
Something's happening. Another squad of terrorists.
Where?
Right below us. They're going through the apartments.
You sure you're gonna stay and fight?
If our enemies capture this facility, they'll learn how you were made. Stand by us, Alex. You're the one with combat training. Maybe you could handle the intruders before they reach my companion and me.
Is this entire facility for studying us, the trainees? Was I under the microscope in Chicago, too?
Biomodification is more involved than you might imagine, Alex. This facility was for your protection.
You know my name.
I better know a lot more than that if my code is going to be regulating protein synthesis in the cells of your body.
Programmed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
Let's show them what we're made of.
We are here to rescue you. Inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Well done, Alex D. I just read in your file that of all the trainees, Dr. Nassif picks you as the most likely to support our objectives. She appears to have been right.
When do I find out what this program is all about?
When we have you safe inside another Tarsus facility, we can no longer protect ourselves in North America.
So the research is happening all over the world?
First, let's get you out of here. I can't offer you much, but I was just repairing this silencer for Leo. Maybe you could make use of it.
Thanks.
That should fit most firearms. Good luck. Be careful of our turrets and alarms. The terrorists have reprogrammed them.
We are here to rescue you.
You programmed the biomods?
Our corporate sponsors do most of the junior-level applications work. My contribution, minor as it may be, was to the chromatin synthesis module in the core architecture.
What sponsor? The company I'm supposed to go to work for?
I think you'd better get out of here before one of these fanatics puts a red hood on your head. Admirable display of force. You were trained well.
You must be wondering if there is a connection between this attack and Chicago. I don't think so.
Keep your hands to yourself.
The Order reprogrammed our security system. We're stuck here unless we can get past the beam trigger.
What's it do? Trip an alarm?
Are you kidding? This is a top-secret lab. Those are gold beams. They're set up to flatline a person in about a quarter second.
Is there another way out?
I guess this room might have a ceiling vent or something, but that won't do me any good. I'm claustrophobic. If you've got a multi-tool, you might try hacking the control panel next to the beams, or disable it with an EMP weapon, or something else that might work. Just blow the whole thing up with a grenade. Red beams that trip alarms, and green ones that trigger gas bombs. The colored light is holographic in nature, just a way to intimidate intruders. The laser beams themselves are invisible. I was on my way out when they hacked the security. Have some respect. I'm really going to call security if you don't cut it out.
Our seekers are securing the building on foot, and we have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats.
Thanks. I think I'll hide out upstairs. I feel so helpless standing here, waiting to be gunned down. Like some fanatic. It's red beams that trip alarms, and green ones that trigger gas bombs. The colored light is holographic in nature, just a way to intimidate intruders. The laser beams themselves are invisible. I was on my way out when they hacked the security.
Biological restoration in progress. Tissue viability restored. Public Medical Terminal. Diagnostic corpus updated daily.
I wonder what made that noise.
Threat identified.
We're on to you now!
Tracking incorrect. Disturbance.
Who are you?
I'm Lin Mei Chen, High Alder to Her Holiness. We can't protect you in Upper Seattle. You will have to come to our church, then we can talk more.
Protect me from who?
Dr. Nassif, she will try to recapture you.
No one forced me into the Covert Ops program.
That's because you never tried to leave. Believe me, you would have been killed the second you let down those scientists. The ones posted around your bedroom back there.
The only killers I've seen so far are your order troopers.
I apologize. My overzealous captain disobeyed orders. He was instructed to mount a rescue.
You can't control your own people?
The church suffers from certain internal disputes. I can explain more later. Hurry, Alex. You'll find us in the old Hartford turbine factory in Lower Seattle.
Ma'am, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Is something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
Are you sure you've got the right person?
I just spot faces. They didn't tell me what you did.
I'm sure Chief Morgan knows what she's doing.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Tell it to the Chief.
Yeah, tell it to the Chief.
I said, tell it to the Chief.
The train station's around the bend. Just follow the upper sidewalk.
Gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
Seattle while you can, the WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
Greetings.
I'm just guessing, but spread out.
Threat identified.
So I can't hide forever. Do something, yo! Ready? Jump! This is suicide!
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
I don't think I know you.
Every day, I hear more rumors in the media. Order fanatics want to destroy the Enclave system. Terrorists are planning attacks in the night. The Order and WTO are locked in an endless, invisible war. Not so, citizens. Her Holiness and I are meeting this week in Trier, Germany, to negotiate better relations. We do not condemn religion, nor do they condemn free enterprise. We will find common ground. Have faith in me.
The new face of hate. They call themselves the Knights Templar, and claim to be descended from Hugh de Pan and the Temple of Solomon.
My business plan didn't have a column for acts of terror. Kinda messes with the Pequotino price point.
That bad?
I charge almost double compared to Big Legs Coffee in Lower Seattle. Why? Terrorism, taxes, rent.
Rent, I hear you. The WTO shouldn't ration construction permits.
You're telling me. I know a guy who works at Symmetria. He says nanoformers could rebuild all of Seattle in about 5 years.
I guess business is a little slow because of the terrorist attack on the block.
Could be. Clive here was just telling me about it. Tarsus Academy, right? Usually the Order goes after the Inclinator.
Business is always about the same, since you asked. That's what I was saying. You can barely make a profit up here because of the high rent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to pull so much volume if I had a branch in Lower Seattle. What's it to you?
Just curious. The Pequod's in my hometown was always packed.
Personally, I think it's about time Lower Seattle, Queequeg's Coffee in particular, got their own taste of terror.
I hear you. Have something specific in mind?
Not that I want to see anyone get hurt, but I'd pay to see someone break in and set fire to their inventory of coffee beans.
Nice.
That's arson.
Very perceptive. If you look like one of those Tarsus kids who hang around here, they do the job, maybe just lob a grenade in there or something. Interested in a little adventure?
I'd have to think about it.
The Queequeg's manager lives in apartment 21 of the Heron's Loft building. I bet you could find the code to the shop there. Careful, though. He's always loafing around at home, since he doesn't have to do the 24-hour shtick like us. If you're half the operative Leah would...
Just checking up on my investment. Just checking up on my investment.
If you're half the operative Leo is, you'll go for it.
Greetings.
Keep moving. New fare, 5 times the old one.
5 times? That's quite an increase.
Uh-huh.
Take it easy.
Uh-huh.
Be advised, cleaner bots in operation.
Hearing something. Something ain't right. Real smooth. Help me out, jeez! Thought you were gonna catch me by surprise, huh? Something isn't right. Do something, yo! This is suicide.
Threat lost.
Here we go! Oh, I don't think I'm gonna last much longer. Oh, oh.
Proceeding with routine patrol.
Ah, Alex D. Chief Morgan has had a lot to say about you.
I haven't had the chance to talk to her yet.
Then be sure you talk to Chief Morgan as soon as you can. She's in Europe right now, but she'll address you from the holocom in her office. Go up the stairs, hang a right, and look for the management wing on your left.
I told you, we can't trust Tarsus or the WTO. You really should come to our church and hear what the Order has to say. Her Holiness will open your eyes. May she watch over you.
Attention. All outbound flights have been delayed. Please
WTO flights are usually on schedule, but I cannot believe these delays today.
The WTO could really use an agent like you, and we could offer you a kind of mobility no one else can.
What do you mean?
As you know, after the collapse, it was the WTO that started putting the pieces together, creating safe, clean, profitable enclaves, and opening up and regulating trade between them. With this web of structures in place globally, we can offer an agent many opportunities in many locations.
The WTO does some admirable work, but couldn't it lead to the same kind of over-centralization that made the world so vulnerable to the collapse in the first place?
Far from it. We're encouraging relations between the enclaves, not complete mergers. We want to keep competition dynamic and individuality vibrant.
They're all good intentions.
You could be a part of it. Your fellow student from Tarsus, Clara Sparks, has already accepted a position here. Think about it. We're trying to create a new peace where everyone has access to goods that they need and has a mutual interest in keeping commerce flowing.
I think they've grounded the flights until they can figure out what's going on with that copter.
Attention. All outbound flights
What a
have
strange
been
day.
delayed.
All this
Please
commotion at the
flight
terminal.
monitors for more information.
I am not amused. Go find someone else to bother. Like a freak. Stop acting so weird.
Maybe you should go rest. You're acting a bit odd.
You don't want to see me when I get mad. Now you're
I heard there was trouble at Tarsus today.
Another thrill-packed afternoon, huh?
What a day.
Welcome to the Seattle WTO Air Terminal.
You don't want to see me when I get mad. Fire in the hole!
I've never seen something. I'm really going to call security if you don't cut it out.
All WTO personnel are required to adhere to the air terminal security.
Passengers referred to section 407.
What a day.
I heard there was trouble at Target. Another thrill-packed afternoon, huh?
At least one trainee besides me reported to the authorities. Have you seen Leo?
No, but I've heard from Billy. She seems to be mixed up with the Order Church.
They can do what they want, I guess. I can't believe that Tarsus is a front after all those years of training.
What's going on back there?
A suspicious helicopter was circling the city. Fortunately, both the pilot and the aircraft are now in WTO custody.
Order reconnaissance?
The pilot will be interrogated. I shouldn't tell you more than that.
So you're on the WTO payroll now, huh?
I'm just glad I didn't have a reaction to whatever the Tarsus people were shooting into our veins, and now I've got a security assignment. That's all I ever wanted from that place.
Passengers and patrons should be prepared for delays.
Welcome to the WTO air terminal.
We're probably looking at tightened security soon.
What about the situation in the Inclinator?
Still unresolved. Our people have the area closed to pedestrians.
Please accept the sincere apologies of standard security. Our people should have screened out the terrorists at the lower Seattle entrance.
I'm not blaming you personally.
I'm the one who has to face the music, especially given the Chicago situation.
I have to admit, there's been some talk here of replacing SSC security guards with WTO military. I expect there will be some fallout. Just wanted to let you know that we have the situation in hand. What do you want? I'm busy.
Sorry.
If you're asking about the Inclinator, I don't know. Some sort of toxic spill. We're on it.
Actually,
If you're worried about the terrorist attack, don't be. WTO security did its job. The Order Church won't try something like that again.
I'm sure you have everything under control.
And don't make...
I'm just here to talk to Chief Morgan.
Her office is across from mine on the other side of the reception area. You the woman with covert ops training? You want to make my day? Bring me the balance sheet for that dive nightclub, Vox, down at the end of the block.
One of those dodgy business owners?
Tax evasion, I'm pretty sure. That small-time cheat probably keeps his books in his office on the second floor. Bring me hard evidence against Vox, and I'll hand over a generous citizen's bonus. How's that? We've had 3 nightclubs on that spot in less than a year. Fronts, all of them. Come back and tell me what you find out. We've had 3 nightclubs on that spot in less than a year. Fronts, all of them.
I want to hear what you know about the terrorist attack that led to your escape from Tarsus Academy.
The Order wanted to stop the experiment. That's about all I know.
We were watching that facility ourselves. Ever heard of an organization codenamed Apostle Corps?
Sounds like a cult.
Apostle Corps made your biomods. I'm not blaming you, but the technology diverges wildly from piezochem biomods, the only ones approved for sale.
You're investigating this Apostle Corps for patent infringement?
Market disruption. The genius of the Apostle Corps product is that it restructures any host DNA to tolerate biomodification, whereas the standard infusions work for only 1 in 20 patients. Apostle Corps could go commercial and devastate biomod prices.
In other words, you want modified people to hold their value, like real estate.
We simply want to avoid a price shock. So far, our most promising intel on your former employer points to a possible smuggling operation with Seattle's Minister of Culture, who lives in an Emerald Suites penthouse.
Penthouse? Nice.
You see where this is going. The Minister should be out this time of night, living it up at Club Fox.
And you want me to break into the place?
Show us what you can do, Alex. With Tarsus gone, maybe a position with WTO security would appeal to you.